I'm Maria and this is Rob, and this is our dream space that was completed by Newfangled Building.
We live in a suburb called Woonona, which is in the northern suburbs of Wollongong. Underneath the Illawarra Escarpment, we've got views over the coast of Wollongong, and just surrounded by natural bushland.
We moved here later, in our early 20s, so we both came down from Sydney. So this was quite a big move for us. We love the quietness up in this part of the world. We love the beauty that surrounds us. I mean, the Illawarra is quite a really beautiful place. So we really built a love for the place.
The area before was similar to this, but a lot smaller. We went out about 2 metres to the south and to the west, created the cathedral ceiling, and the veranda is probably about twice as big as it was before.
Well, our architect introduced us to Simon, and he recommended him. From the minute we met Simon, we instantly liked him anyway. But more than that, it was his approach to the build, and it was like, I can do attitude. Nothing was too much of a problem. We had some, considerations that we had to factor in, being a flame zone and so on, but it didn't seem to faze Simon at all. And also he communicated really well. I felt like he listened to us, to our brief, to what we needed, and really listened. So that kind of set us on the right foot. I think the only concern would have been the access to the side, to the house. How was it all going to happen when we've got such a narrow access down the side? And the other consideration was the fire rating being a flame zone, that we thought, that was kind of like a big hurdle.
Yeah, we knew that it was going to increase the cost of the build, but we just weren't sure as to how much it would increase. He said that, leave it with me. He said, I'll make it work for you guys.
So from the get-go, Simon just did his homework, did the research, put our minds at ease about how things were going to get done. Nothing was too much of a problem. All that kind of, all the things that made us think he's got it in hand. He's working ahead of time. He's not just reacting to problems, but he's very much solution-based in that sense. Well, we didn't want a huge home because we've got to look after it. So one of the main things was that we wanted to marry the old or the existing house to the new in a seamless kind of way, and still maintain the character that we had in the rest of the house, that warmth and that inviting thing. So we wanted a space that that would take advantage of the aspect and the view as well, because that was really important, and also provided a lot more room for entertaining family, friends. And the other thing too was we really wanted to incorporate the kitchen into the living area, and that just worked out a treat. It was absolute brilliant the way it turned out. So, it's a great entertaining space. I think one of the things that we really appreciated was Simon would always let us know if there was something coming up that we needed to decide on or talk about. And so he always gave us the time to research it and come up with a good outcome and a wise solution. So we didn't have to make decisions on the spot. That was huge.
Well, I just loved, and after it was done, I just loved walking through the front door and just sort of seeing the expanse of this back area. And yeah, just being able to appreciate it, and just it's looking so fresh, so new. Yeah, I think that's probably the most important part for me.
My read,
Hidey hole.
my hidey hole, but it's such a great spot because you're just tucked away in the corner, and then you've got this beautiful view of the escarpment, and it's just so relaxing and just so peaceful. And if we've had a bad day at work, I just sit there and just quiet my spirit. I knew it would look great, but I didn't think I'd love it this much. But we look around and we just go, oh, can't believe we're living in it. It's just beautiful. That's probably the most beautiful outcome as well, that we think that we've made, a new relationship with Simon and his family that we wouldn't have had we not done this. So ultimately, it is all about people for us, anyway. And this is beautiful, but it's no good if you can't share it with anybody.